The Electricity Amendment Bill 2022 that has now come into law was tabled on January 14th, 2022. The intention was to remove inconsistencies in the existing law. It's aimed at removing rigidity in purchase of all electricity generated in Uganda by a single institution. The amendment of the Electricity Act Cap 145 that was enacted in 1999 followed its inefficiencies in addressing issues of institutional responsibilities, enforcement of compliance, inadequate penalties for theft of electrical energy, and vandalism of electrical facilities, among others. Now that the bill has been passed into law, upon its implementation, there is going to be no monopoly with UETCL and UEDCL as single buyers and suppliers of all electricity generated. The law now prescribes a position under which a holder of a generation license may sell and supply electricity to holders of the distribution licensee, transmission license, or directly to the specified class or category of customers. Electricity coverage of the national grid is going to increase and cater for places in the country where it's not economically viable to extend the transmission grid. The electricity law will now grant power to Electricity Regulatory Authority to classify licenses taking into account the size and technology to be used or market segment to be served by a licensee. At the expiry of licenses, the hydropower plants, installations and property shall be transferred to government in a procedure to be prescribed by the minister. There is going to be deterrent penalties for theft of electricity and vandalism of electrical equipment like electrical meters and public lamps. Persons caught stealing electricity or vandalizing electric meters, works or lights shall be liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding 20,000 currency points or 400 million, or imprisonment not exceeding 10 years, or both. Term of office of the chairperson of ERA and 2 other members will now be 5 years, and the other 2 members shall decrease from 5 years to 4 years. This is meant to ensure continuity of the activities of the authority at the expiry of the term of some members. The law now empowers ERA to impose fines on licensees for a breach of term of license before suspending or cancelling the license. In a nutshell, the law is going to transform the transmission and distribution of electricity in Uganda by allowing isolated power generation plants to sell electricity to distribution companies or directly to customers in order to cover distribution throughout the entire country. Susan Naonga reporting for ABC TV.